is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida Gators. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run in between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Here's a heat. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun to give to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are on the move. Trying the left side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Williams looking for a man. Back open in the middle.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Kearney. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone. Nope.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sooners.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Blue Raiders have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got room at the 35. Lots of running room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Going for the marker on the ground. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab deep. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Williams will pass. The screen, he can go. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the back.
Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Rushes on him. Plucks it out of the air. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense in an empty set. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown Gators! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Williams looking for a man. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Number 32, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nice move to pick up yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open, and he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got on the room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Tatum. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
There's there's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on second down. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Tatum. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll open the second half with a run. Not much there. Picks up a couple through the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Still on his feet at the 35. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big... every week. Get him the ball and let him go to work.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got a man, it's Daniels. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Gators are on the move. A run for the quarterback. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 7 over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Second down coming up.
The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Kearney. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Good pick up there, they'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. with the extra point. Every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
They'll go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This field position better than you could ever hope for. First and goal from the 8. I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But giving the other team this kind of chance, that's just not smart. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Trying to bull his way in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a third down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here and take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Daniels. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Brown. On the move at the 30. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Makes the grab. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Florida. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He leaves it with his back. He's out past the 35. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off his third period with a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's McIntyre. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. Finds a little space. Flying the friendly skies. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Sooners. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. Got some room in to the goal line. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Williams will pass. He's got him.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He'll do it himself. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the ground with the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Back to the ground with the running back. Hard-hitting tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. And they showed that here today. Dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.